While I've been enjoying my foray into the world of pocket monsters and broken card games made for children, I've been missing those little ones and zeros we call Digimon, digital monsters. I've already talked about the best part, the anime, in an amazing video that is perfect in every single way and nobody has any problems with whatsoever. And there hasn't really been much to talk about, absolutely nothing has happened with this franchise since that video. Until as of this video, they announced a new Digimon game, and that made me go, oh yeah, those doorstops. Yeah, unlike that franchise Digimon is constantly compared to, let's be real, most Digimon games are either mid or don't even want to use it as a doorstop. Yeah, there are some that are really good, but they are few and far between. Despite that, I've been feeling nostalgic for my favorite not Pikachus and figured, what better way with recent news than to look at the Digimon games, all of them. But unlike the anime video tackling all of them in one go, I'm going to do this in parts, do them over time, because some of these games can get very long. There are some I don't have access to right now, and there are just some that are exclusive to Asia or don't exist anymore, so I can't even play them. So for now, let's start with the first Digimon game ever. Released in America, the only country that matters. Digimon World. Probably one of the most iconic ones too. I think if you grew up watching Digimon on the tube box, you had this game, or at least played it, which is why Bandai would use that name to lie to us. But more on that later. For now, let's play the game. Okay, hey, this intro's kinda hype. I mean, look at those rough PS1 models. That's called character right there. Do you have a Digivice? No, I'm a Christian. Do you have friends? No, I'm a Christian. My name is Snorple. Oh boy, I wonder what I look like. Ugh. I say that's a face only a mother could love, but my parents aren't even in this game. Not even they can stomach that face. Also, I sound like Izzy.
Wow! Metal Greymon and Metal Mamemon!
After a very lengthy cutscene that you will forget about after a few minutes, Snorple gets isekai'd to File Island, home of the Metabots, where Digimon tells Snorple of some mysterious evil threatening the island, and they need this child that not even his parents want, and his Digimon Waffle to find the source and help bring all the Digimon who turned feral on the island back to normal. No, send me back right now. Well, Snorple agrees, and that's the setup. You just play the game after that, yeah. Remember when games just let you play and figure things out and explore instead of holding your hand thinking you're some kind of idiot, like Snorple? No, for real, from here you have free reign. Your goal is to find Digimon and recruit them to your cause of befriending them. While it doesn't tell you exactly where to go, you get hints by talking to Digimon in the city, and by getting more and more of them, you unlock more parts of the island, as well as new facilities like shops and battle arenas to make you better prepared for the tougher parts of the game as you get stronger and progress. That's all well and good, but what about the actual game? What's it like? Well, it's bad. I know all your fans are already lighting your pitchforks and getting ready to stab you with your torches, but hear me out. This game is ass. I mean, do you not see those cheeks right there? The main reason why is the only thing this game at the time had to go off of was the original Tamagotchi-like pet devices. While in the US we got this game months after the anime release, this game actually precedes it by a few months in Japan. So the game is just that, a pet simulator similar to the one that you get on the Digivices back in the day. And that sucks. Because those devices are meant to be played maybe a few times a day at most, and many people even consider them to be a pain in the ass, with how you have to constantly feed them, take care of them, train them. They're more needed than my child and I neglect because I'm busy neglecting my Digimon in Digimon World. It's like those pet devices, you have to feed the Digimon and train them for fights. Hell, even toilet train them, which is hard because I'm not even toilet trained yet. And this process grinds the momentum you have to a halt. Let me explain. When I first started up this game, I was ecstatic, exploring the island with Waffle, meeting Digimon like Caterpie, until Waffle lost to a flower, and I realized someone's not pulling their weight in this relationship, so I got him to hit the gym and battle some Digimon. And here's the main problem. Both of those things suck and take forever. Training is the main way to bump up your stats. You have a bunch of facilities that correspond to a different stat. You use it, get that stat. Simple, right? Well, it's the main way to make your Digimon stronger. As there are no levels, it's all determined by your stats. And you should be noticing the problem right away. This takes forever. Not the animations, those are a pain in the ass, but raising your stats, it's a range that's completely random on how much you get. The only way to get more is by luck, yeah, by literally playing a slot machine. Teach them early, I guess. Match it all up, you get a stupid amount of a stat boost, fail, and you get jack shit. And it's pure RNG, there's no way to my knowledge to predict or manipulate this easily, or even use an item to make the slots easier. It's all luck, so why risk wasting time and not gaining stats when you can do the basic way and get a regular amount? Then there are the fights, which guess what? It's also RNG, as unlike most other capture and train monster games, your Digimon acts on its own, attacking when it feels like, defending when it feels like, and they even need to stand at specific spots to use some of these moves, which if you're in a tight space, can make them run around like the Waffle they are, doing nothing. Yes, by raising their brains, teaching them not to shit themselves, you get other commands to have more involvement in the fight. But what moves they use, when they use it, and even your opponent's behavior, you have to simply pray to Angemon it goes in your favor, or stock up on healing items, because you'll need them. You might think, okay, if battles suck and training sucks, try to avoid them. You can't, because fighting is integral to the game, as most of the Digimon you recruit you get from fighting them, or fighting some other Digimon to talk to them. Not to mention, it's the best way to get money, items, and learn new moves. Yeah, there are other ways to get those things in theory, but they're all long and tedious, so pick your poison. Now, at first this wasn't a big deal to me. While repetitive, I was like, fine, whatever, as long as I get a strong Digimon and use it to get more facilities to make the game easier, we'll be good. Oh, look at that, my Gabumon Waffle is digivolving, probably into Garurumon, of course. Oh. No, it turned into something I coughed up. Yeah, for some reason I got a Numemon instead, which according to the internet, you get by not raising your Digimon right? What do you mean? All I did was make him train day in and day out without any sleep, food, or bathroom breaks. He needed it. It's not my fault he lost to Shrubbery. Despite my best efforts, I couldn't get the booger to work, so I needed to start over. But already had made some progress, so I didn't want to start a new save data, so I made Waffle kill himself. In-game. It's a sacrifice I was willing to make. And now I have Waffle 2, and here's the next part of why this game is so tedious, retraining. As yeah, your Digimon can die after losing 3 fights, or the more common cause of death, daddy time. As your Digimon has a set lifespan of a certain amount of in-game days, and when they die, they get reborn as an egg, and you have to start all over from a baby, and I wanted to cry like one. Cause Waffle 2 was great, I got him to become an Angemon, and we were kicking ass, recruiting Digimon left and right, beating bad guys, a regular buddy cop duo if I ever saw one. Until I'm just walking along and Waffle 2 just died on me. Kinda like my dad. And so I had to start all over with Waffle 3, and here's where I realized why this sucks. Because yes, thanks to Waffle 2, I had a bunch of new facilities, items, upgrades to help raise my new Digimon, but I still had to raise it, and for a longer time too, because I was farther along and the enemies were getting harder, so I needed Waffle 3 to be on par with where I left off with Waffle 2, which means I had to spend more time training him. This is when the game started to lose me. While I got a cool Bakemon, the time spent to get back to a point in the game I was already at took way too long. And that's with me emulating this game. I had a speed up function, but even then, I was so bored having to stop my progress and train again just so I can continue to progress. Originally, I was going to beat this game since I never did as a kid, but once Waffle 3 died, yeah, that was it for me. Waffle 4 was going to be my last ride. I couldn't do this again. So you might be wondering, how do you actually beat this game? There's not really a goal. Well, to do it, you have to unlock the final area, Mount Infinity. You need 50 prosperity points, which you get from recruiting Digimon. Which I was gonna do, even got my Digimon to the highest stage of budget Metal Greymon. Unfortunately, while I was able to get all the normal fighty ones, it was the RNG and time-based ones that fucked me. Yes, there's more RNG. So first the time ones are there to do that, waste your time. How they work is you find them and they say some dumb shit like I got my thumb stuck in my ass, come back in 5 in-game days, and then they'll join you. And that's bad, because remember, your Digimon has a time-based lifespan, so by the time that comes around, I won't have time to get them, because they're in an area with high-level Digimon, so if my Digimon dies, before then, I have to train them some more. Which, by the way, I learned while researching this video, apparently training also lowers your Digimon's lifespan. Awesome. Those are minor though. The other problem ones are the RNG ones, which I can't even show you, because they show up based purely on luck. And I never got them. Ones like Ninjamon, Pixiemon, Mamemon, I couldn't get no matter how many times I ran back and forth on the screen they spawned at. They never did for me. Which of course, again, wastes your time, leading your Digimon closer to death's door. But it's also boring as fuck. Sure, you can restart as you save every time your Digimon sleeps, but why do I have to do that? I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to reset the game because they turned it into a slot machine multiple times. Then some straight up didn't work for me. To recruit Monochromon, you have to do the shop minigame, and I read online you need to sell over 3,000 bits worth of items. And I did that. Multiple times. But he never did. I don't know, is it an emulation thing? Or is the game the real bit? Finally, there are ones you need specific Digimon for to even enter certain dungeons containing Digimon you need. Some are annoying but fine, like a virus Digimon to enter Eddie Murphy's mansion, and you need a vaccine type to enter church. I know I didn't explain types, that's because it only matters for this, nowhere else in this game. But the worst one is that to do anything in this one area, Toy Town, you specifically need Numemon. Yeah, you need an OG Waffle for this one specific area. You make me unwell. And unfortunately, these ones were most of the ones I still needed, getting my points to 39, all based on my memory of this game as a kid, more or less. And seeing what I needed to do to get to the point of just beating the game, I was done. I played enough, and frankly, didn't want to play anymore. I know it's a sour note to start this off on, but hey, I'm real, okay? I tell it like it is, and this is real Numemon. It's fun to play today for maybe a few hours, but with all the RNG and waiting and pooping trying to actually play this game, especially without speed-ups like I did, you'd have to be a real dedicated Digimon fan to continue it, which I guess I'm not, so. But hey, while I may not have been into it, it's the first one, you know. There's always some kinks you gotta work out in every franchise after the first one. So I bet Bandai took all the criticisms and feedback that they received from fans and critics on what made the game work and not work, and made Digimon World 2 an even better game than its predecessor. Why? Why are you all pointing and laughing at me? I didn't make a joke.
I'm just throwing up the rap, baby, stack it to the ceiling.